Most people get into futures trading for one reason. They want to make money fast. But they don't realize that futures trading can take your money even faster if you do not know what you are doing. And that's why so many beginners, they blow their accounts within the first couple of weeks. It's not because they're dumb, but it's because nobody ever told them exactly what they need to know before they start trading. And real quick, if you're serious about learning how to trade and you want to speed up your trading results, you can now book a free call with me to join my one-on-one mentorship with the link in the description. I'll show you exactly how to get started with trading the right way and what I wish somebody taught me over the past 11 years. But for now, let's break down the 4 things that you need to understand before trading futures. And if you actually apply this information, you'll be ahead of 90% of beginner traders. What is futures trading? First, you need to understand what futures trading is, and that's what I'm going to go through in this entire presentation right here. There is a lot on the screen, but I want to go over the key points on the left side, and the right side are more depictions for you guys to look at and understand. So with futures trading, you are not buying stocks. We're trading assets like the SP500, the NASDAQ, oil, gold. There's all these different assets that you can trade on a very short period of time. So with stocks, you're more so buying and holding the stocks. With futures trading, you're day trading. You're trading all throughout the morning, the afternoon, and night. And the cool thing about futures is the markets, they close every Friday at 2 p.m. PST, and then they open back up at 3 p.m. PST on Sunday. So all throughout the week, the markets are open 23 hours a day. Every day, Monday through Thursday, they close from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. for 1 hour. So you have a 1 hour break from trading, and then all the other hours, the 23 hours in every single day, you can actually trade. So like I said, you're trading assets like the S&P 500, NASDAQ, or oil. That means that you can make money when the market goes up or down. A lot of people, they think that you can only make money if the market is going up, but you can actually short the market and make money as well. But here's the catch, futures are leveraged, so there obviously is more risk. That means that small price moves, they equal bigger gains, but also bigger losses. So you have to be very crucial and very smart when it comes to trading. That's why I recommend getting a mentor, having someone show you exactly how to do this the right way, so you're not trying to just do it on your own and you're making beginner mistakes. That's so stupid to do. So slide 2. Risk management is everything. I think that preserving your capital that you're trading with is the best thing that you can do. You don't want to over leverage your account and try and get rich in a day. And that's what so many people are doing, is they're trying to make this large amount of money within one day, and they end up blowing their account a lot of the time. So this is where beginners mess up. They focus on making money instead of protecting it. A big thing is understanding risk management, but also the process, enjoying trading for what it is and learning the skill set. In trading, your job is not to win every trade. Your job is to survive long enough to become profitable. Because one bad trade without a stop loss, it can wipe out your whole account. And a quick story, when I first started trading 11 years ago, it was probably my second year in the game, I tried to take account flip. I tried to flip an account from 5K to 10K, which I did successfully by trading cryptos, Bitcoin. But the next day I said, do you know what? I'm going to take my 10K account to 20K. And I did not have a stop loss. And guess what? I freaking blew my entire account of $10,000. So I lost my initial investment of 5K, didn't withdraw the 5K the day I made before, and I just blew my whole entire account. And I'm telling you guys right now, it is not worth it. So here's a rule that you guys should live by when it comes to trading. Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade. Always use a stop loss. Set a daily limit. So here's an example. If you lose more than $200, you stop for that day and then you trade the next day. And there's a lot of features on the brokers that we use to trade with where you can actually set like a lockout, where if you put a specific time, it will lock you out and enable you or enable you and not enable you to be able to trade. So there's a lot of cool features like that. Focus on consistency, not big wins. Slide 3, you need a strategy, not random trades. If you guys go and binge watch my previous videos on my YouTube channel, the newer videos, you will get so much value. You'll understand my strategy that I use instead of you trying to search for a system for months or even years. Just use the strategy that I have already curated. And I do have a free school group. So in my previous videos, in the link in the description, it should say join my free school group. You guys can join that for free. So if you're just clicking buy and sell randomly, you are not trading, you're gambling, and you have better luck at your local casino. Consistent traders, they follow a system. That's what you guys need to do as well. You need a system. You need criteria that needs to be met in order for you to take a trade. They know when to enter a trade, when to exit, and when not to trade. And I think point number 3 right there, when not to trade, is massive. A lot of people, they're constantly trying to trade for the dopamine hit. They want to trade because it feels good, when in reality, that's not how it works. So this is what separates beginners from profitable traders. Here are some actionable steps, guys. Pick one setup, and that should be the fair value gap model. That's the model that I teach. If there's not a fair value gap, there's no trade. So pick one setup. Don't learn everything at once. You guys can take your time with it. Back test it or replay the markets, which I teach you guys how to do that. Trade only that setup for at least 2 weeks, and I'd recommend at least 1 month, honestly. Track every trade that you take, and you can use tradezilla.com as a digital trading journal. So every trade that you take, it will be documented on TradeZella for you guys to be able to see, and you can get so much data on what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. There's so much good stuff on there. So with the strategy, you have a clear plan, you have more consistency, you have better rules. Without a strategy, you have emotional decisions, which is horrible. It'll drive you guys crazy. No consistency, and you're just taking random trades, which overall lead to random results. This will make or break you, and they say that trading is 10% technical. When you're looking at the charts and doing your trades, that's like the technical side. But then there's a psychological side, which is 90% of your results when it comes to trading. So this is the part that nobody talks about. Trading, like I said, 90%, it's mental. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you overtrade, you revenge trade, you get emotional after your losses, like it will lead to your account being destructed. You guys need to understand this. Psychology is literally the biggest part when it comes to trading. And a lot of people don't understand this until it's too late. They've been in this emotional roller coaster trading for so long, and they just give up because they can't take the emotional toll anymore. So you'll still lose if you do not have the psychology that's needed. Discipline is what makes traders profitable. And I say this all the time. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So your results as a trader, they really are showing you who you are as a human being. If you're not in the gym, you're not disciplined, you're not eating the right foods, it's going to show in your trading. So actionable steps, set rules before trading and follow them. You guys can even get a piece of paper, or you can type up something on Google Docs. You can laminate it and use an expo marker to mark it off. So maybe one rule is don't trade unless it's 9:30 a.m. EST. Don't trade unless there's a fair value gap. Don't risk more than 1 to 2% of my account. There's all these rules that you can have, and you can have that right by your trading station. So when you're trading, you're marking off these things that you're doing right and things that you're doing wrong, just to make sure you stay in the right freaking mindset. If you guys don't have rules, then you're gonna freaking fail. So you wanna set rules before you actually start trading, have them set and follow them. Walk away after hitting a daily loss limit, and that is huge. So many traders, they cannot walk away if they take a loss. They have to continue to trade. They have to try and make their money back. It just is horrible. So don't trade out of boredom. This is something that's huge too. You guys don't want to trade just because you're bored. You want to treat trading like a business. This is not a game. This is not fun. Like, you guys need to really lock in and treat trading like it's a real business, because there is money on the line. So your mindset equals your results. Like I said, a poor mindset, they're over trading, they're emotional, they have no plan, they're revenge trading, they're inconsistent. A winning mindset, someone is disciplined, they're patient, they have a plan, they have risk management, and they have consistency. Control your mind, or it will control your trading. If you are serious about learning how to trade futures the right way, and you don't want to waste months or even years trying to figure this out on your own, I can help you out. I actually offer one-on-one mentorship where I teach you my exact strategy, risk management, and how to stay consistent. If you want to see if you're a good fit, you can click link in the description and you can book a free call with me. I'll break down exactly what you need to do to start improving fast, and you'll learn my exact system that I use to trade. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.